Hello and welcome to your yin practice. I'm so excited to be practicing with you today. A yin is traditionally a longer practice, but we're bringing it in a little bit more condensed, so we won't spend quite as long in the postures as we normally do in a class. The whole idea with a yin practice is that we take you into a parasympathetic state where your rest and digest can be igniting. We take you to the edge of your comfort and then hold you there, and with the power of your breath we start to lengthen and open in that connective tissue, allowing more blood supply so that your joints move easier, your muscles feel longer, and all in all you come out of it with a total body reset. So we will spend the entire practice on our backs, which is just so delicious. It allows the paraspinal muscles to then release and come down towards your mat, so it gives your back a break. In this practice, it's really handy to have a block or a book and a strap or two belts. So quickly whip away and get those now, and let's all meet on our backs. So here we are on our backs, knees bent, feet pressing into the floor, connecting with the floor, palms facing up. Just take a moment to really enjoy this settling, this arrival on your mat, this time you are giving to yourself in a yin practice. For me, yin is a huge part of what got me through chronic fatigue. The total body reset I mentioned really allows your whole body to return to its homeostasis, and you must always remember that your body wants to be well. So bringing in a practice like a yin practice once or twice a week will really help you with your move to be having a better immune system and living in a state without dis-ease. So let's all just have a moment where we take our breath to our belly. Fill your belly and bring that arch into your lower spine. Send your belly button all the way up to the sky, and then when you exhale, just draw through that pelvic floor, that navel to spine, and let your spine reconnect with the mat. We'll just do that one more time, using our breath to allow us to be present. Fill your belly and down. And without disturbing yourself too much, should have had my strap handier, bring your strap and just loop it over that right foot. So we're going to bring this strap now around the back of the head. So normally within a vinyasa class, I will come to this posture at the end of the practice. But in our yin, it's really delicious to come into it where we're allowing that hamstring to start to get some length. So you might find, if you have never done anything like this before, just bring your hands to the strap and draw that foot over your head. And this might be where you rest for the next minute. Otherwise, if you do want to try with the strap behind your head, you can just come to rest here, trust the strap, send those palms towards the sky, keep this left knee bent, and just let those shoulder blades drop towards the mat. That rolling of those palms can really allow you to surrender on down, and your shoulder blades can be like magnets coming down to that mat. So let's reconnect with our breath. Inhale. Exhale, sink on down. So you're just letting that foot come over your head. And we're going to arrive in our parasympathetic style of breathing. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sometimes that count can allow you to quieten your busy mind, either me counting or you counting in your head. And I also notice in this posture sometimes I can hear a certain purring or the beginning of an ujjayi breath, which is where the breath can connect in the back of the throat and make a little bit of a humming, almost a snoring sound. So with this in mind, we know that we have a vagus nerve which connects from the 10th cranial nerve and comes all the way down through into your gut. And the way that we can trigger this is by humming or singing or talking or our ujjayi breath. And there is more communication from your gut to your brain on this nerve than there is from your brain to your gut. So we know that this now allows the parasympathetic nervous system to kick in. One more breath. And let's release, bend that knee. And just allow that strap to come off your head and off your foot. Keep the sole of your foot looking at the sky. You can straighten this left leg and wrap your arms around the back of your leg. Holding on nice and tight, drawing that leg long towards you. Press your thigh into your chest. Your toe is looking as if it wants to come over your head. And then just again, letting those paraspinal muscles release. Let your chin come towards your chest. The back of your spine is long. Try not to hold on to anywhere. Take a little rotation one way and a rotation the other way. Now again, this next posture would have been handy if I'd had my blocks close up towards me, but we can use our feet so we don't have to get our back off the mat. Just having one block here and one block on the other side. Hug this knee into the chest and just moving it from side to side. Take your mind's eye to the head of your femur. Yeah, and just noticing what might be going on in there. Does it feel a little bit sticky? And this is the joy of yin. You're actually taking the time to connect your brain and your body. You know, I love a vinyasa practice, but I also love the way in yin we're forced to address stickiness and not just move on from it really quickly. So let's take that left hand onto that shin, and we're going to take this right foot onto our thigh and then allow that leg to come on over. So you may find you need to shimmy slightly sideways and then let that knee fall all the way over and connect with that block. Opening through that right arm, and let's allow it to be in a cactus arm shape. So just, I'm under a rest, and then take your gaze over to the right. So I will talk you through this posture while you surrender into it. Allow my voice to distract you from any thoughts that may be going around your head. And drawing that breath to your belly. I love the difficult nature of breathing in this posture because I know that every time I draw the breath to my belly, whilst I'm in this safe environment, I'm on my mat, my safe place, I can truly release, I can relax, and then I can focus on this breath, which is really challenging to draw all the way to your breath, to your belly. And then I know that when I am in an environment that my mind, my body perceives as unsafe, that I have this breath in my toolbox. And I can continue to practice this breathing. So let's say if I'm going into a meeting, if I have to present on something, if I'm snowboarding and I'm nervous about what I'm about to ride, I take that breath to my belly, I trigger my rest and digest, I'm not moving into a state of fight or flight, and I I can actually react in a nice, calm fashion. So continuing to breathe here, let's breathe into the count. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more, inhale, 2. You may notice a release, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you are ready, first of all, let your head come back to center, gently moving the upper part of your spine to unwind, imagining that you're pressing through thick water, concrete coming all the way over. Take hold of that knee and help it back to center, hugging it into your chest, making a lovely little circle. You may need to bring that spine back to the mat one way and then the other way. And let's take it then into a half happy baby. So you're going to bring your hand on the inside, pausing here, send your heel into your hand and your hand into your heel. So just creating this lovely sensation of tenserity where we have this pressure, this tension, and you know that when you release, and you can release, yeah, you get this lovely flow of blood. It's in the same way that when we stop the blood supply to the back of our head by having the strap, we've got that lovely flush of fresh blood supply there immediately after. So let's now hold that foot steady and bring that arm on the inside of the leg and press that tricep onto the hamstring, forearm onto the calf, and hold that toe. Yeah, so you can then send that foot into your hand. Now this, if you did my vinyasa class, you'll remember this in our lizard. So this is exactly the same posture, but we don't have the core engaging in the same way that we did when we were flipping that posture. So let's bring that left hand to that foot, unwrap that arm, hug that knee into the chest, give it a little wiggle. And breathe and let that right leg slowly go down into your mini Shavasana. So palms are facing up. Let's take a moment to notice the magic of this mini practice, this mini yin. Notice what's happened on the right side of your body. Your right foot is falling to the side. Your thigh is falling out. You may notice a tingle, you may feel heavy, you may feel light. Just embrace whatever sensation you are feeling on that whole right side and know that you're about to do it all on the left. It's a glorious knowledge. So without disturbing yourself too much, just float that knee up to your chest, give it a little bit of movement from side to side, checking in with what is going on at the head of that femur, that ball and socket joint. It just gets so sticky. Yeah, and thinking to yourself, oh, now I have more mobility. It's like a really lovely, it's when you put cream on your skin, this is what we're doing to the head of that femur. So take that strap, pop it either behind your head, or you can just hold it like this. Bend that knee if you need to. Taking that deep breath in, and then I am going to pop it on the back of my head because I like the sensation of release when I can relax my hands down. But I know When I teach a lot of people who have very tight hamstrings, you need to hold it for the first few times. So just allowing those palms to roll up, and with this lovely movement, our shoulder blades come on down towards the mat. Take your breath to your belly. Press that heel away. Let's do a little bit of visualization. I love visualization. I love when I meditate and if I'm listening to a sound healing and I can just see the sound waves moving through my body and healing and releasing as they go. Palms are facing up, heels pressing away. Just imagine a white light coming in through your heel, through that Achilles, your hamstring. The space at the back of your knee is given more space by this white light, coming down all the way through the back of your leg. And if you want to make it flood through the front of your leg, you can as well. Into your glute, and then coming up through your lumbar, pausing in your lumbar if it needs to, into your thoracic. And see it flood between your shoulder blades, that very sticky space into the back of your neck, into the back of your skull. See it flood into the front of your face and just surrender. Allow it to fall heavy onto the mat. And we'll come into this parasympathetic style of breathing for the last few counts. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just allowing that knee to bend. Bring your hands to the strap. Take the strap off the back of your head, off your foot, pop it to the side, hug that knee into your chest, the sole of your foot stays looking at the sky, hug your arms around the back of your leg and let the weight of your body be what drops you down. Yes, good. And this can be an amazing way to just open even more along the back of the leg. That hamstring can get so tight, and the hamstring can be the cause of a lot of lower back issues, tight hamstrings. We are one big muscle, and when we realize this, it makes it a lot easier to understand why that sore toe may be giving you a sore neck. Let's bring that right hand to the shin, bring that heel to your right thigh, and then coming all the way over onto this right hand side and just letting that knee fall down. You may find you want your block on this side, or you may be okay. And then just let that left arm come to the cactus arm and take your gaze over to the left. Just enjoying this corkscrew-like sensation. And knowing that we're squeezing that digestive tract, your gut, your whole intestines, all your intestines, your large intestine, your small intestine. You're getting a good old squeeze here, so great for digestion, great for removing any of that sticky old bad bacteria that loves to hang around. Amazing for the lymphatic system, so just taking your mind's eye to your armpit and then along your collarbone and down into that groin area where we're giving it a good old squeeze. So always make sure you have a big drink of water after your yoga practice. Just allows you to assist in flushing out those toxins, and also a bit of dry body brushing doesn't go astray. And let's gently take that breath as low as we can. So no jerky sucking in through the nostrils, nice slow controlled breath. Noticing that Ujjayi style of breathing again. Hello vagus nerve, hello rest and digest. Hello stress leaving my body. And I'll just count you through your last 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then allowing the gaze to come back first. Moving so slow you feel as if you've been slowed down times 12. Arm comes over. Help that knee back to center. Give yourself the help of the bent knee coming back around. Hug that knee in, just gently moving from side to side. You can rotate that ankle if you want to. And then allowing that foot to go back towards the ceiling. Let's take a moment to create that tenserity. So you're pressing your foot into your hand, pressing away with your foot and drawing down with your hand. Just noticing if you can get that sensation. It might feel quite different to the other side. And then coming into that half happy baby. So your right hand comes up. Bring that tricep to hamstring, forearm to calf, holding those toes, and just take that hand onto that right thigh, pressing it down into the mat. You can even use your fist if you want to. Send that left toe over as if you're trying to throw the toe over your shoulder. Breathe to your belly. 2 more. Relax your jaw. Notice if you're clenching it. Relax your tongue. And then allowing that foot to come back down. We're just going to take a supported bridge as our last posture, bringing those heels towards your glutes. So your hands can actually feel your heels if need be. And then bring your block to be either sideways under your sit bones, or you can put it a little bit higher. Or if you practice a bit, or if it's the end of a lovely day of, opening and stretching, just bringing it all the way up. So once you arrive here, you can either bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall to the side, or you can bring your feet wide and your toes and your knees fall together, or you can just keep them where they are or take them long. Just check in with wherever you feel good today. This is one of my favorite postures for so many reasons. So we get this beautiful opening along the front of our body, and we know that by opening the front of our body, we really power up a little bit of extra energy, especially in the morning. We can open that breastbone. Our thymus gland sits behind the breastbone. This is where our T cells are created, our immunity. In addition, this one is just the mother of all psoas openers. So our psoas is a huge muscle. It connects from the T12, the thoracic 12, into your lumbar, and then it comes through and also connects on your hip flexor and the head of your femur. So that's for connections, and in between each of those connections you can get shortening or lengthening and making it quite uneven. And when your psoas on either side is uneven, we find we can have these hip and lower back issues. And in addition, the psoas creates a little shelf for your kidneys. And then on top of your kidneys sit your adrenals. So in your psoas, or if you have any form of spinal injury in these connections, you can really affect your adrenal function. If this shelf is not sitting nice and straight, they ping unevenly. So quite an interesting one to look into. And just allowing yourself to surrender. Imagine that this block is a tent pole and you are falling. You're falling off the front, you're falling off the side, you're falling off the back. Just give yourself to the surrender. And we'll take 3 more yogic breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So without disturbing yourself too much, bending those knees, you may use your hands to bring your feet, your legs back to parallel, and then take those feet so they're coming directly down from the hips. You're going to remove the block, but don't crash on down. Let's go down one vertebrae at a time, and you can even say in your head, T3, T4, T5, T6. Just imagine lighting up those little vertebrae. You're only as healthy as a healthy spine. Let's bring those knees to our chest, give them a hug. Thank you, legs. And just take a moment to feel this gratitude for someone or something else in your life. And then you can allow yourself to either come into a moment in reclined butterfly. If you have blocks, please use them. If you want to spend your whole Shavasana in reclined butterfly, otherwise you can just come straight to your Shavasana. Please put on a jumper or a blanket. If it's a little bit cool, your temperature does drop by a couple of degrees in your Shavasana. Just move through a tiny little yoga nidra, taking your mind to where I guide you. Allow your mind to go to your feet and release. Ankles, shins, calves, knees, space at the back of your knees, quads, hamstrings, pelvic girdle, belly softens, expands, ribs fall heavy on your lungs on the mat, shoulder blades, clavicles fall to each other to the mat, shoulder girdle, biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms of your hands. Your fingers curl naturally over the palms. Your throat fall heavy on your spine, your tongue, jaw, cheeks, eyes, whole head, whole body. Relax. I will bring you back in a few minutes. Just allowing your awareness to return to your body. body. Just allowing your awareness to return to your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. You can inhale and draw those hands up and over the top of your head, stretching from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And then bring those knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then when you are ready, just rolling to your right side and pausing here for a moment, just to notice any changes in your body and your mind and embrace them. And then you can send that top leg long, press into your left hand, just allow yourself to come back up to sit. And we will close today's practice with our hands at heart center in prayer and 3 breaths. Inhale. Inhale. One more. And you can rub your hands together. Bring your hands to your eyes. Let that heat, that energy come back in through your eyes, into your body. And slowly open your fingers, slowly open your eyes. And I thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. If you enjoyed that practice and you want to do more to change your health or your immunity, then please log on to my page, The Health Shed, to get more tips. And I've also created an online program, 22 Days to Healthy.life. So have a look at that. Thank you.